Can I ask you first question about how significant is this meeting for you?
It's very important in this particular setting. First, because we will be 20 countries around the table with several international organizations, double that the last time we met in Madrid. And secondly, because in this terrible moment, in this humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, we aim at two things. First, to stop this war from Israel in Gaza and to break the blockade of humanitarian assistance that must go in unimpeded. And secondly, because we want to create momentum towards June 17th, that conference in UN, in order for everyone that has still not done it to recognize the state of Palestine.
I was in Brussels when the EU Commission decided it was about time to review the Article 2 of the agreement with Israel. But the consensus there is that the EU is not doing what it should to try to press for an immediate end to the blockade and to the war in Gaza. Is this something which is debated within the EU? Is this something which is part of it?
Certainly. A year ago, Spain and Ireland, we asked for that review, and we are very happy that it's happening. But we must go beyond the review. We know how that review will end based on Article 2 and the non-respect of human rights. We have to move forward. We have to suspend that association council until this war is over. And we must think, if the war continues, about what else we can do. And we have to move forward on sanctions.
There is also a push by the international community for the meeting in June about the global initiative on the two-state solution. Can you just share with us, because you're pretty much involved in it, what is the approach as far as the EU and the international community is concerned?
We are co-chairing Spain with Jordan, one of the table. We are very much involved. I think, and I will say today at the table, that that conference in New York must be a big moment of push towards recognition of the state of Palestine to protect the two-state solution, because day by day we see that one day will not be viable. And secondly, we must prepare us to another conference. In a year, for instance, we want to give a time frame in which Palestine will sit around the table as a full member of the United Nations.
There is a debate about, in the future, if there is no progress in the talks about an end to the war in Gaza, end to the blockade, the EU could be contemplating not only the suspension of the agreement, but also imposing sanctions. Is this too early to call, or do you think that this is something which is now building up within the EU?
I think it's fair to open that debate. We have to do it because we don't see any sign of stopping this war, and we cannot just be arm-folded seeing thousands and thousands of innocent Palestinians being killed. We have to do something. Sanctions is one of the things we can do, as we are doing in Russia.
Would it be easy to convince, this is going to be my last question, the Americans in particular on the need for the two-state solution and the potential for a viable, independent Palestinian state to coexist in the near future? Do you see that the international political momentum is there after almost 18 months of relentless bombardment and killing of innocent civilians in Gaza?
I think that everyone in the world knows what's the definitive solution if we want this war to be the last war, not another one, if we want to stop violence, if we want to say that the only way to relate between Palestinians and Israelis has not to be violence. That's the two-state solution. Everyone knows it, including Israel, that has negotiated that solution with the Palestinians several times in history.
José Manuel Álvarez, I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.